Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Booth and this is the introductory video to the Reading RevUp program for the 5th grade LAVCA students. This page on the website gives you all of the details for Reading RevUp. I'll go through it, but it's available to you just by clicking on the Reading RevUp link located in the top bar menu. First of all, who is Reading RevUp designed to help? Students that do not appear to comprehend what they read, students that require a learning coach's assistance in reading certain assigned material, for example in the OLS or in Study Island, and students that read haltingly or without fluency. If you think your student would benefit from participating in Reading RevUp based on the design of who it's meant to help, you can go ahead and contact me by completing the form. You would simply need to put your first and last name and then a brief explanation of why you think your student would benefit and click Submit. Once you've submitted your interest in Reading RevUp by submitting the form, I will contact you personally to talk about what is going to happen over the course of the next 5 months as your student participates. This is a brief summary of what the program is going to do, what will be required of you and your student, and just an overview of how it's going to help. So the Reading RevUp program has several components to it. The first component is the Reading Benchmark Assessment. As you can see, here's an explanation of what the Reading Benchmark Assessment is. Your student is benchmarked monthly, which all that means is they take time in a Class Connect session to read to me and then participate in some comprehension questions and activities. Currently, the January benchmark passage is available, and if your student participates, you would need to click and download this file and have it ready during their assessment time and monthly review with me in the Class Connect session. Following the reading of the benchmark passage, you will join me with your student in the monthly review of reading progress. I will meet with you monthly to review the assessment that was just taken, the benchmark assessment that was just taken, and the comprehension practice that was also done. You will need to click this button to schedule your monthly review. All you need to do is list your student's name and select the day and time that you can join me in a Class Connect session for the assessment and the review. There are several dates available in January, and then you'd click Submit. One of the best parts of Reading RevUp is going to be your students' ability to have materials that are reading and comprehension based on their ability to read. So it should be able to be completed entirely independently of a learning coach or anybody else's help. You will see here, once your student has completed the benchmark, you will be given an opportunity to download reading passages here. They'll be listed in just like this in a file, in a download file format right below, and a reading comprehension practice activity page that goes along with the passage that you download. This should be done as a practice monthly, and several practice passages will be made available in order for your student to prepare for their next reading benchmark assessment with me, which will be conducted each month, January, February, March, and April. So this is the part that you would be responsible for, seeing that you download the reading practice passage and comprehension practice activities, and that your student is given time to practice reading those materials and practice completing the comprehension activities. This is going to be what is going to really improve and help their reading ability. So here's an example of the reading passage the benchmark passage that you will download for the assessment. You will notice that it has the student's name and date. This is the count of words that are in the passage, and this is the part over here that I will use as I listen to your student read. I will be logging their errors, their self-corrections, whether or not it was a meaning, structure, or visual error, and then when we're done, I will go ahead and total that up, and I'll be able to give you all of this information: how many words correct per minute your student's reading, how many errors they're making, their accuracy rate, and their self-correction rate. Once we've finished with the reading passage, then we will go into the benchmark passage quick check, where I will ask the student comprehension questions, and they will be asked to respond to them and give an answer, which will also help us determine your student's comprehension ability. All of this information will be shared with you following the assessment in the monthly review, which will be at the same time, or as I said, following the assessment for the student. So once again, this is for LAVCA 5th grade students that need to rev up their reading. If you would like to have your student participate, you don't forget that you need to first of all submit the form right here, your first and last name. Once you've submitted the form, I like to collect a little bit of more information on the student and their reading ability, and you would do that by clicking this link called Reading RevUp Parent Survey, which just takes you to a survey that you need to fill out with some simple questions about your student and their reading ability. Thanks so much for joining me on this recording, and please let's rev up our reading for our 5th graders. Take time to look at this web page, and if you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me. You can either send me a K-mail, or you can call me at 504-322-7543 extension 3092. Please leave a message and I will return your call, and thanks for watching.